What's happening? ShanGO right here. And this is the Shangodiac for all my Rams. Ram tough, all right? Aries. That's right. The baby of the fire sign, the baby of the fire sign chart. Before we get started on that, like, share, subscribe, and thrive. Like, share, subscribe, and thrive. And if we forgot to mention, of course, then you will remember to do it. All right? Like, share, subscribe, and thrive. Particularly with that like. You want to lick that like button, crack to crack, and all the way back the Shangorian way. Okay? So be sure to do that. It don't take nothing but 0.005 seconds. And it really does help out the channel. So if you're a cheapskate, but yet you kind of have a kind heart and you want to look for a economical way to help the channel, then just hit that like for us. All right. Before we get started here, um, right now it's Sunday, April 5th, probably almost about 8 o'clock here, California. We just created a new coupon for a brand new sale, 65% off every whatever your whole entire order at Bora's Bruja Boutique. Okay, that is where you will find. And I have to say, I'm giving testimonies for these on these Shangodiacs because this I've been kicking ass. I mean, I'm just gonna say it like it is. I've been kicking ass and taking names later. Okay. Now I've been using my Quantum Bruja doll. If you're not familiar with what the hell this is a spiritual tool. I know it looks like a he ha ha. It's kind of cool. This and that. Oh, he has his mini him there, but mini go has been kicking ass. Okay, and you can see just one easy way that I've been working as far as now. Of course, this is not just about finances. For fuck's sake, okay? It's not just about finances, but finances are definitely a byproduct now of when you start getting in alignment, getting things in alignment. Even right now, amongst all this fuckery out right now, you could still be getting yours. Your neighbors might be suffering. Somebody you living with might even be suffering, but you don't have to, okay? This is quantum sorcery at its finest. This is what this is actually for. Okay, we're talking about manipulating what you want to manipulate on the quantum level, especially as in regards to yourself. Okay, when you order your quantum Bruja doll right now, you're going to also get free of charge. We're throwing this in free. I did a Rona ritual, which is basically a way to hijack all the energy that is being generated right now because of the fear, the panic of the pandemic, the anxiety, all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, it really does no good just to hijack and funnel and siphon the energy unless you have something to do with that energy. Energy loves to be used. It needs to be used. Just to have it and store it up is not really it's not really a viable thing. It likes to be used. It likes to be directed. It likes to be commanded. It likes to be um, in movement, just like money does. Money is another form, a representation of energy. Money needs to circulate, you know, electricity needs to circulate. So all these different forms of energy, they need to circulate. They need to move. So get yours moving now. Like I said, this is last until about, and I'm thinking about maybe even throwing in some Rona ritual oil. I made some. I anoint my crown every day with it too. So I stay siphoning energy. Remember the coronavirus. Corona in Spanish means crown. So, you know, you definitely want to, I use it, been using it since day one to work my crown, of course. I always start from the crown down when I'm siphoning, you know, when I'm channeling things. But yeah, this sale will end Wednesday though, okay? So if this is what you wanted to do, it doesn't get any better than this. I'm telling you, it doesn't get any better than this. These are made with love, with integrity, and I'm telling you, you got the best of the best making this. Bora Ray making these. I'm telling you. And you want to see how thin they are. Obviously, I got sigilized. Mine's sigilized and shit. Um, like I said, we're just working our shit, man. Working our shit. So please pick that up. Get yours. Okay. So now let's get on to your reading. Okay, Aries. First off, I can say this. Some of you Aries have been using this time wisely. You're tapping into your passion, and I want to commend you for that. This is also, there's an Aries out there, your passion is actually expanded to create a new source of income, a new source of finances. So I wanted to give you a big shout out for that. But some of you may even be doing this because of an addition of another family member. Maybe somebody's pregnant, someone's going to drop. You're like, I need to be sure things are straight. You know, out of that passion, out of that love, you'd be surprised what comes. It is one of the most powerful influences, you know, that you can have. But anyways, like I said, this Three of Hearts, though, I can see how in general, though, for some of you Aries, this has been kind of like a little season, even though the world's kind of ending, or it seems like it's ending and shit. It has ended as far as like I'm concerned. I mean, what we considered our normal little lives, no matter who, what, when, where, why, that shit is over with. So even though things will normalize very soon again, nothing's going to be the same. But for you Aries, I can definitely see how the love life has been. You're learning about greater intimacy, greater expressions of love. You know what I'm saying? So this is actually a good thing. Whether you're doing this via phone calls and internets and Zooms and all this other shit, and jack off sessions and shit, or whether this is live and direct in person. Okay, so this is definitely something that is going on. I think out of all this too, a lot of you have been learning your value. That's that would be one of my greatest hopes, though, is that you learn about your value. What is your value? You determine your value. You are who you say you are. You know what I'm saying? And your value is also determined by you. You're the one who sets your value. And this is also what this card is about to me. And it's showing that you have made some steps, or actually, and if you haven't yet, you're on the path to start, you know, very, very soon. So all this lovey-dovey shit and things is going to be activating that perspective in you too, to look and say, like, you know, who am I and what am I, and who am I to think, and who am I not? Shit. If not you, then who? If not now, when? That's how I say it. Anoint your goddamn self. Stop waiting on somebody else to give you permission, or to tell you this or to tell you that. Give your own goddamn self permission. That's what this card is really about, in my opinion. You know? And not in an egotistical manner too, about valuing yourself, but just on a more I guess you could say primal level, on a more just like, I mean, as much as you give, you need to also give yourself too. All right? All right. And you know, there may be a Pisces involved with this too. There may be a Pisces involved with this, or a water sign. Okay? A Pisces or a water sign. And they could be older than you. Okay? They might even be significantly older than you. All right? But regardless, that is what's happening. Okay? Now, last but not least, you got this. See, yours is upright. Now, if it was upside down, that's this bitch losing her mind, dropping the baby after he done shit on her. You know what I'm saying? Not you, though. You in control. Now, this is about service, and this is about financial mastery. This is about realizing your place. In any relationship, you have to realize your place in that relationship. Now, as it relates to money, because money might be something that's been on your mind a lot, especially if you haven't been working, if you lost your job recently, got laid off because of all the fuckery, but you will come out ahead. You will come out ahead. And I can tell this is going to happen because this might even be one of the best things to ever happen to you. I'm telling you right now, for those of you who this applies to, this was an imbalance at work, probably the hours, the pay, whatever it was, okay? Not to mention, some of you Aries have been going through this period where you're kind of like burning off some of your old tabs, karmically speaking, I guess you could say, right? Sometimes you're going to take an L because like you got over the last time. So now like every cause has an effect, every effect has a cause. And sometimes you have to go through certain things to kind of just clear your goddamn slate, clear your tab, you know? I see a lot of that though too. There may be a tendency right now to overspend. I do want to just caution about the overspending. Now, if you're overspending, you might be fucking up a little bit, okay? However, if you are mindfully circulating your money, that's a whole different thing because it's going to come back and it's going to go bring its little hoey friends with them and they're going to come back to you and want to have a party in your pocket, in your house, okay? But that's all part of mastery. Also, too, some of you Aries may be attracting a woman who's going to assist you financially or with financial ideas or with financial wisdom, with things that you can do with the money that you already have right now, assuming you have some, or whatever the case is. You know, she might have heavy connections and be like, hey, go call this person and ask for so and so, tell them I sent you or whatever. You get the case, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. But it's looking actually very good for you in that way. Okay. So that has been your Shangodiac. It is my intention this reading serve you to the highest good for your highest good. All right. Stay well. Be cool. Make sure you keep your frequency up. All right. Up. And don't forget, please remember, take your ass to Bora's Bruja Boutique. Links in the description. And take advantage of the 65% off. Okay. Some of you need to invest in yourself. Now's the time. You have a little bit of this, you have some of that. You know, now is the time to invest in yourself. When you get your spiritual self in order, all the other shit must fall in line with that. It must. It's just the way it works here. Okay. So peace and blessings. Two fingers up, split in the middle. My name is ShanGO, and we shall be back again with another video.